Welcome to my channel, To Live is to Suffer. I'm Seb, teaching men how to be real men out here, how to be real soldiers, how to be productive members of society. This is part 2 that I'm picking up on a 5-point step on how to be a good man. I'm going to throw a link to the channel for the full video down here in the description. I was picking up in the video number 1, part 1. If you can go back and watch that if you picked up this one as part 2. Basically in part 1, this fella sitting down here in the old barn is telling men that, you know, to be a good man, you have to be a dangerous man, you have to be capable of violence, but you must have extreme emotional control over your ability to inflict, you know, violence, and being a dangerous man to be a good man. It's not something that really props up in everybody's head on how to be a good man. But that was in part 1. We're going to roll on into part 2 for the next, 5 or 6 minutes of the video, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts on what he's saying.
The stronger it becomes. Thirdly, be calm. A lot of people talk on the channel about how calm and level I am. Look, this is not the me that used to be. And it's we look at these comments that talk about how lucky your children were to be raised by you. My children were not raised by the me that is today.
Right.
It's a journey. All right. I was a hothead.
It's a journey because life is a journey, and most men start off as hothead teenagers, hothead 20, 30-year-olds. You're buff, you're in the gym, the testosterone is pushing through your body. But as you mature, not as you get older, because not everybody who gets older matures, but as you mature, you learn to control that dangerous side of you. So of course the man who raised children 20 years ago isn't the man who's in front of me sitting down in this barn giving us this advice today.
Headed, scratchy old fella. I just didn't know any better. All right, had a lot of stuff outside of family in my life that was causing tremendous amounts of stress, and I was bringing it home, and I was not calm.
Yeah.
You need to just be calm.
I agree. In order to be a good man, I'll tell you something, yeah? A man told me this. He said, Seb, you need to show some flex. And I was like, what? And he's like, look, and I understand what he's saying now. As a bigger man for me that told me this. He said, you need to show some flex. And flex means just being calm, giving people a wide berth. You don't know what's going on in other people's life. You don't know the stress they're under. You don't know the pain that they're suffering. Sometimes just be calm and relax, and don't be quick to shoot. Don't shoot from the hip. Don't have an itchy trigger finger, yeah? Sometimes be calm and show some flex is what the man is saying.
Just be calm. Well, Dwayne, how do I be calm? Get rid of the things that don't let you be calm. If you come in and you watch the news every night and it just agitates you, turn the dang news off. You got people in your life that are just people of constant conflict, people of melodrama, just people that are always stirring the pot. They're not happy unless the pot.
Get rid of them. If you got people around you that are bad influences on you, that are just hyping you up, that stress you out, cut those people off. You cannot be a good man with people that are in your life that cause you stress and anxiety. You must remove them forthwith out of your life.
Pot is stirred, just walk away. I have friends, old friends, family. I just walked away. Just calm.
Walk away. Be calm.
Find things that will make you calm. Calm music. Listen, if you got a stressful job that you don't like, that you're not proud of doing, and you are...
I mean, I saw a quote that was by, what was this man named? Robert De Niro? Yeah, I think it's Robert De Niro. And, you know, one of the things he said in an interview, he said, when things are going really well, just be quiet. He said, just be quiet. Just kind of understand that things are going well, just be quiet. And to be quiet, the only way you can be quiet, first you have to be able to be calm. You got to lower your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, not react to every little thing that people are trying to trigger you with. So before you can be quiet when you're dealing with success, you have to first learn to be calm. And I think that's a very good trait of how to be a good man, is to learn to be calm. Go and take some yoga classes, especially breathing. Breathing allows you to calm and lower your blood pressure. You have to know how to breathe to be calm. And to be calm leads you to be able to be silent. And when you're successful, you can be quiet and have that stealth wealth. Yeah, but I agree. A key to being a good man is knowing how to be calm. So when you're riding that high success, you can be quiet and really quiet about it.
Slamming Mountain Dews and Dr. Peppers and sweet teas or whatever, jacked up on sugar, I used to drink a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and 2 big tall glasses of sweet tea every day. And then go to heavy stress, construction jobs and stuff. And along with the other things in my life, I stayed jacked up. Just quit. Cut that stuff down. Cut it out. All right?
Just drink some water. You'd be surprised how your body can change if you spend 30 days just drinking water. You know, I stick some beetroot in there, some beetroot powder, some electrolytes, and throw some ice in a Stanley cup, and I'm out the door. Yeah, and that's what I focus on. I don't have high sugar drinks that spike my insulin and spike my mood and affect my ability to think with clarity and be calm. I'm not out here stir crazy, high on sugar like the man says, yeah?
And if you do that and then you've got cranking, driving music on your radio to work, that stuff just gets your heart rate going and gets you.
Yeah, I also stopped listening to like banging music. Like I've got some vehicles that have got a sound system that cost me about 25 grand to put that sound system in. And now all I listen to is people just hitting some motivation and some very, very calm, soulful R&B music. Like even my kids, they're like, you know, like, Dad, this music's boring. This is boring. These conversations are boring. But I just need to be calm now. Like, to be a good man and a strong man, you have to have calmness, quietness, clarity to be able to think, to deal with stress, to be able to have a vision, a big, wide angle lens view of the world. So you can't be high on drugs, high on sugar drinks, and driving around banging music. When I see guys, these delivery drivers driving around beating tune, I'm like, yo, these man don't know what it takes to deal with the stress of life, and they're drowning their ability to think with clarity by killing themselves with all these heavy beats in their head.
Going, so you wake up of a morning, you got a job you hate, you don't like, you don't want to go to, you slam some sugar breakfast down, you grab you a Mountain Dew or a Coke or a Dr. Pepper on the way to work, and then you crank up some hard driving music and you come screeching and roaring into your job, and you get out and go in and it's machines and everything else going, and people are not happy and people don't want to be there and whatnot. Goodness gracious, it's no wonder you're about to blow a gasket. Make some major changes in your life.
I agree.
Change that music. Find beauty and calm and kind of tone.
I agree. Make some major changes in your life. If you've come this far in the video, please like and subscribe. I'm Seb. This is my channel. To live is to suffer. But I'm telling you, make some major changes in your life. Men, you must be dangerous, capable of inflicting danger, be able to stay calm under pressure, be able to control your emotions and not get triggered by every little event. But most of all, you have to be calm and learn how to be calm and breathe and control your emotions. And that is one of the ways, I tell you, of being a good, strong man. I totally agree. I totally sign off on what this man is saying about calmness. It is so needed. Make that change and try to get that calmness into your life, yeah?
Tone down on the drums and the screaming guitars a little bit. Cut down on the sugar and the caffeine. And there's people in your life that just draw away. Just draw away. You need to be
Yahweh.
calm. And then when the inevitable conflict comes up, and it will because this is life,
Yeah.
go into it calm.
That conflict will come. For you to be a good man, people will challenge you, because it's like the devil doesn't want good men to be out here in society. The devil don't want that. The devil wants there to be, chaos. So the good men are always their picture is on the board in hell, yeah, and the devil is targeting those good men. And so that those interactions are going to come to you, those fracas are going to come to you, those situations are going to come to you, and you have to approach them calmly. Yeah, to be a good man, you have to approach them calmly, to think with clarity, to deal with dangerous situations and deal with them, execute them out of your life. Yeah, so I really do agree what this man is saying.
Go into your conflict calm.
Calm.
Because if you're calm, you're thinking,
You're thinking.
you're logical, you're level-headed.
Yeah.
When you get mad, all logic and reason goes out the window.
Yeah, it's wasting time.
Okay? So be calm.
Be calm.
Learn to read books that are
Yeah.
just put you in
Calm space.
a perspective state of mind. All right?
Not just books. Watch YouTube now. Books is old school. This man is an old school man, so he's going to tell you to go to the library and read books, But I'm telling you, you can go on YouTube, find channels like this, and just learn how to be calm, how to center yourself, how to center your emotions. That is what it takes to be, a competent, dangerous, good man that can control his emotions. That is more of what I want to see out here in society. Competent, dangerous men who can control their emotions, have an ability to deal with conflict, yeah, to protect the weak and protect the innocent, and be productive members in society. That's what I want to see.
So be calm. And lastly, be wise.
Be wise. Oh Lord.
Now, wisdom, it's a lifetime of study. Wisdom
Lord.
is.
Oh Lord.
And wisdom's not what you know.
I think I'm gonna have to break this video down into a part 3, because the man is going into wisdom now.
Wisdom is knowing how to apply what you know. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is classified as a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. You don't have to open your mouth
Yeah.
and
We all know that tomato is a vegetable, man. You understand? Like, everybody knows tomatoes a vegetable. I don't care if people call tomato a fruit. Like, tomato is a vegetable. Yeah, I don't care if people call. I don't care because it's got a couple seeds inside it that is classed as a fruit. That's one of them things that is like, a mismatch. Yeah, it's kind of like in the middle. Everybody knows tomato is a vegetable.
dump out everything that's going on in your brain. You don't have to tell people everything you know. There's two sides of that calm thing. There's the people who stir things up around you. But there's the times we go around and we tell tales and we agitate. Hey, I heard this.
Yeah.
I heard this. Did you hear this? And they're stirring stuff up. Be that quiet man. Be that quiet man in the corner.
Yeah, I think, like, to summarize the video, what this man is saying is key. Like, in part 1 of the video, we dealt with the fact that to be a good man, you have to be a strong man. To be a strong man, you have to be a dangerous man who's capable of exacting violence to defend good people, I think, in part 1. And in part 2, I think we focused on the fact that you have to be calm. Yeah, you have to be able to be calm, to think with clarity, to think when you're under situations of pressure, when that conflict comes at your door. There's no point you being dangerous. Like, when I'm in the ring and I'm fighting, because I do some fighting and do some Muay Thai. But when you're in the ring and you're under pressure, even though I know the moves, even though I know the combos, even though I know the combo, if I can't think clearly, if I can't bring my blood pressure down and my heart rate down from like 185, like 90% of my maximum heart rate, down to like 150 in that fight in the ring, and be calm, I can't pull off no combos. I'm taking licks to the head, I'm getting black eyes, I'm taking knees to the ribs, all because I can't be calm. when I'm in the ring and you're in the ring of life and you're in situations of life where conflict is reaching you, you have to have the ability to be calm. And I think being a good man, those two components are really key. You have to be able to be dangerous and you have to be calm. Yeah. So that's going to be my part in piece of wisdom on this video. If you've come this far, I'm glad to see it. Like and subscribe. This is Seb. To Live is to Suffer is my channel where I teach men how to become better men, good men, strong men. And I hope this video helps you. And peace out. Catch you on the next one. Yeah.